Hey man, what's going on, guys? And Goose Sports here, and I'll start doing a little something different each week. As maybe I guess you want to call it. I guess you can call it a podcast. I guess you can call it where we'll go over what the prior weekend of LSU, and um, and then look forward to the next weekend. So let's see if we can get this window capture to work. As I don't know. Here we go. Oh, look at that. When technology works. All right. So you have LSU in Oklahoma as they played a Thursday, Friday, Saturday series this past weekend. LSU swept the Sooners, and they also beat Nichols on Tuesday. So we'll go over those games, and we'll go preview the Auburn series. All right. So LSU at Oklahoma. This was the Thursday game. LSU won 2-0. This was a very well pitched game. As Cade Anderson went 9 innings and threw 135 pitches. Man, it took a lot of LSU fans were kind of upset about this, saying, "Oh man, he overpitched him." And well, 14 strikeouts, 2 walks, 5 hits in 9 innings, and 8 strikeouts for Anderson. And as Kyson Witherspoon pitched for the Sooners, he went 6 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs. They both were earned. He struck out 4, walked 1. So he pitched well too. Just his offense just didn't do him any favors. Our LSU only had 6 hits. Sooners had 5. Curiel was 1 for 4. Jones was 1 for 4 with an RBI. Hernandez was 2 for 3. And then Stanfield was 1 for 3 and also had the other RBI for LSU as they get the win. Man, they get the opening win against the Oklahoma Sooners. All right, so let's close this out and let's see. Alrighty, and let's go to the next game. Sure, okay. Make sure this up. All right, this is the game LSU won 10-2. This was Friday's game, so the bats came alive for the Tigers as Ianson went 5 2/3. He got the win. 8 strikeouts, 4 walks. Yeah, 4 walks and 5 2/3 is kind of high, but he was able to overcome that and gave up 2 runs. None of them were earned. And then Case and Evans in relief got the save, went 3.1 innings, 2 hits, 5 strikeouts for Case and Evans. And then for the Sooners, you had Cade Crossan started. He went 5 innings, gave up 5 runs, 6 strikeouts, 2 walks. And then they had a slew of other relievers for the Sooners. All right, so LSU was 1 for 5 for Curiel with an RBI. Jones was 3 for 6 with an RBI. Dickinson was 2 for 4 with an RBI. And then Fry was 0 for 5. Milam was 0 for 4. Pearson was 2 for 4. Hernandez is 2 for 5. Tanner Reeves is 0 for 2. And Braswell was 1 for 1. And Stanfield had 4 RBIs. He was 4 for 5. And also scored a run. He had 4 RBIs, but it's by himself. Pearson had 2. Dickinson had 1. Jones had 1. And Curiel had 1. The Tigers won 10-2. All right, then we had Saturday's game, and LSU was going for the sweep, and they got the sweep. They won 3-2. As Chase Shores went 5 innings, he got the win. 4 strikeouts, 4 walks. So another issue where situation where a lot of walks, man. If you look at LSU walked 6 batters in 9 innings as a staff on Saturday. That's a lot. That's just it's just been a problem this year at times. But one way they offset this is they strike out a lot of batters. They struck out 8. Shores had 4 and Zach Cowan had 4. As just I don't know. Walks have got to get cut down a little bit by the staff. All right, so Curiel was 1 for 3 with 3 RBIs. Then you had Jones 1 for 4, Dickinson 0 for 4, Pearson 0 for 4, Yeah. Then you had Milam 2 for 3. Brown was 0 for 4. Hernandez was 2 for 4. Tanner Reeves was 0 for 2. Braswell was 0 for 1. Stanfield was 0 for 2. And then, yeah, that's it. All right, so Tigers left 5 runners on base on Saturday's tilt. All right, then we had Sundays. I'm sorry, Sunday. We had Tuesday's game. This was against Nichols. LSU won 5-3 as they had to come back in this game. They scored 5 runs in I believe it was the 5 runs in the 7th inning. As Connor Ware got the start, he went 3 innings, 2 hits, a run, struck out none, walked 1. Then you had Jay Newt. He came in and just had a rough go at it. 2/3 of an inning, 2 hits, 2 runs. They both earned. Walked 2, struck out none. Then we had some success as Connor Bench went an inning and a third, 2 strikeouts, no walks, and then William Schmidt pitched the final 4 innings, got the win. Went 4 innings, no hits, no runs, walked 2, and struck out 8. So Schmidt in relief got it done for LSU. And Dalton Hill was he started for the Colonels. All right, so Curiel was 0 for 5. Jones is 1 for 6. Dickinson is 2 for 4. Pearson was 1 for 3. That's Josh Pearson. John Pearson got on with a walk. He later scored. Then you had Braswell was 0 for 1. Ethan Fry was 3 for 4. Milam 2 for 4. Aaron Beatty was 0 for 2. Jake Brown was 1 for 3. Tanner Reeves was 0 for 2. Hernandez was 0 for 2. And Stanfield was 1 for 3. But he also had 2 RBIs. So, Chris Stanfield coming in relief, man. He's just he's he's in the 9 spot. I'm trying to say. Stanfield in the 9 spot, and it's been wonders. It's been really wonders, and they need to keep it. They need to keep it where it is. Keep Curiel leading off, and Stanfield, batting 9th. All right, so the Tigers, they play Auburn. Auburn's ranked number 9 in the country. It's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday series. So Friday's games at 6 o'clock Central. Saturday's at 6 o'clock Central. And Sunday is 2 o'clock Central. Let's go to. Can we go to Auburn's? Let's see. Let's go to Auburn's baseball stats. See if they. Let's look up here. Let's see Auburn Athletics. There we go. Baseball. There we go. All right, let's go to their stats. Season stats. Or HTML or PDF. Let's see how it works here. Cumulative stats. And we'll go over. All right, so here we go. So let's look at their at-bats. All right, so okay, looks like so Ike Irish leads the team in batting average with 356. Then you have Chase Fralick 345. Then you have Cooper McMurray batting 344. Snow batting 310. You got Rembert 305. Cade Ballou batting 303. And we got Bub Terrell batting 302. Then you have Fabian batting 282. I'm looking at the at-bats here. And then you have Steele with 244. So we got to look. If you look at their average, I mean, their average is pretty good, as they got a lot of guys batting over 300. And their pitching, let's see if we can. Where is the wins and loss? There it is. All right, so Samuel Dutton. That's an ex LSU pitcher. He leads the team with 4 wins. Then you had Jet Johnson with 4 wins. Parker Carlson with 3. Cam Tilley with 2. Griffin Graves with 2. And then Christian Chatterin with 2. And then Dylan Watts with 2. Let's see. Game started. All right, looks like we're going to have Dutton Shatteron, Fisher, and it's like those three guys that probably going to start this weekend. As look at the ERAs. I mean, Shatteron has an ERA at 6.26, Fisher 4.43. As but he's got 7 appearances and man, he's got 7 appearances, 7 games started, and he doesn't even have a win or a loss on his record for Cade Fisher. So it's kind of weird. But this should be a good series for LSU. Going on the road against Auburn, I think it's going to be a tough series for LSU. Hopefully they can win 2 out of 3 in this with this series. But I think what LSU needs to do is limit the walks this series. This is being on the road. It's a little different than being at home. Maybe you can kind of work your way out of the walks scenario a little bit, but I think LSU really needs to limit the walks in this series, because if they come out and they're having 8 walks as a staff in 9 innings, that's probably not going to be bode well this series. You can see a series like they did against Texas, and they're going to lose 2 out of 3. But hopefully they can pitch well. They pitched well this past weekend against Oklahoma. I'd like to see Ianson and Chase Shores go a little longer in the game, maybe 6 innings, maybe get into the 7th inning, because our bullpen options are very, very slim. We got Evans, and we got name escaping me, but and Schmidt's coming around a little bit. So, but we need more than 2 or 3 guys out of the bullpen, reliable arms, and I think we need to see a lefty. I know some people think a lefty is overrated, but I think LSU needs a lefty out of the bullpen to come out and like they had with Ackenhausen. Man, I'm like, Jesus Christ, what Ackenhausen? So and Riley Cooper, guys like that. So man, my mind's like man, trying to remember freaking names right off the bat. I'm like, damn. But yeah, man. So LSU goes to Auburn. Hopefully they can win 2 out of 3. I'm not expecting the sweep. Not this series. I'm expecting, hoping they can get the series win. Hopefully they don't come out and lay an egg and get swept or lose 2 out of 3 like they did against Texas. But Texas is a good baseball team. So is Auburn. So it's gonna be a tough series for LSU. And we'll see you next time. And have a good one.